we've touched on it before, but just because it's coming up, I want to revisit Tyson Fury and Tom Schwarz. And again, this is first of a 3-fight deal for Tyson Fury with Top Rank, and it looks like they're giving him another layup.
Yeah, I mean, it's another Christmas gift, early Christmas gift. Really. See, the problem I have with Schwarz is not that he can't look like he's got a beautiful looking record. What is it, 22-0 or 26-0, 24-0? I think it's 24.
24-0.
Right? I mean, beautiful looking record. But he's kind of like you go into a car lot, and you see this car that's all polished up. It's got a nice shine on it, nice glint. Not as nice as your car. I know you're like, you got top level. But really nice car, polished up, beautiful, and the guy's selling it to you. Kind of like the promoter, car salesmen and promoters, you know what? They're very similar. They're very close, okay? And I think all promoters had to be car salesmen before I think that's a rule. They had to be a car salesman before they became a promoter. So you got this promoter, car salesman, I'm sorry, and he's in a car lot, and look at this baby right here. This baby's beautiful, 24-0, baby. Look, the polish, look at the wheels, look at the curves on that body there, the aerodynamics of it. Everything is really beautiful. Can I open the hood up? No! What? Can I open it up? Don't just take it. Just buy it. It's beautiful. What do you want to open the hood for? You might see that there's no engine in there. And that's kind of that's what I think of this fight. I'm sorry. And now listen, having said that, I'll put it all out there. Having said that, Fury's the kind of guy that clowns around. He might have his clown shoes on that night and say, I'm going to fool around. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do, I'm going to do all that stuff. And maybe the fight lasts longer than maybe it should. But other than that, this is the car with no engine in it. It's not going to get out of the driveway. It might not get out of the driveway unless you push it. So if it gets pushed, and the guy pushing it would be Fury.
Yeah.
Fury would be pushing it by clowning around. So he pushes it, all right, it's going to get a few blocks. But, and Fury's not a big, huge puncher. He's just a big, huge guy. But, so it's going to be up to Fury. Does Fury come in there to play around and entertain you with his first fight with this deal with ESPN? Does he come out there to play, or does he come out there to fight and to be serious? I don't know. But all I know is, and we'll get a clip of this because we showed it already, is that Schwarz doesn't know how to behave like a fighter sometimes. And in this fight, this is
Sanad Gashi.
Yeah, this to me shows you that, when you open up the hood, there might not be an engine. Here he is. He's a guy with his back to you. He's getting pounded, and he decides to take a flop. Now watch. There was a little bit of a headbutt. Look, come on. You be the judge out there. Did that do that? Ken, do you think that did that?
Well,
look at him. He lays. I almost want to call up someone and say, is he okay? Did he ever recover? Well, obviously he recovered because he's fighting Fury. But
they're giving him first aid. They're giving him about 5 minutes to recover.
This is the guy fighting Fury.
When he realizes they're not going to DQ the other guy, he gets back up and they continue fighting. Like this guy, looking at him there.
You said it right. When he realized, every once in a while he opened one eye and say, did they disqualify him? No, they haven't. You got to get up. And then he gets up and they go on. And then eventually they disqualify this guy and he wins.
Stasi's getting to him there too.
But the way he laid there, it's not like it's not that he can't look like a fighter.
There.
Yeah.
There was the disqualifying shot.
Watch.
Look at that.
Oh, look, he's going to go down again.
He waved it off himself.
He was going to go down again. And he, by acting that way, he got the referee's attention, right?
Yeah.
And the referee came in there and disqualified. He got what he wanted. He got a parachute out of there. He got what he wanted. But
And look at the guy.
This guy's like saying, "Hey, you punk."
Yeah.
I hate to talk that way, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what he's saying. Like, I know that you've been freaking trying to get out of there, and come on, fight.
The first headbutt was legit. It was a headbutt, but it clearly didn't hit him like the way he went down. That second one was uneventful. It was an incidental.
And he was ready to go down on that
Yes.
one just to get
Yes.
what he wanted. He wanted to get the referee to help him.
Right there, look.
And he got
there
the
was
referee to help
nothing.
him, and the referee disqualified. This is the guy fighting Fury. All I'm saying is, not that he can't throw punches that look like a fighter, but he can't behave like a fighter. I want a guy who behaves like a fighter when the moment comes.
Yeah.
Now, if that moment comes with Fury, this is what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're going to get. Maybe that moment won't come with Fury. I mean, the guy's... this is what you get.
They waved it off,
All
and the
right?
guy still wants to keep fighting Stasi. Well, that one, I think that's just a formality. But like you said, I think the ball's in Wilder's court. I would imagine he blasts him out of there in a hurry with Wilder on the horizon and another payday. But it's a perfect scenario to have a letdown for Fury.
Well, I mean, it's a sandwich like Billy Krakenberger, the great handicapper, my friend, good person. Like he would say, it's a sandwich game. You know, where you're coming like in another sport, where you're coming off a game and you have an in-between game before a big game. You're coming off a big game, coming off a big one. He's coming off a big one.
Yeah.
Big one. You're coming off a big game, you know, college football, basketball, whatever you want to do, Duke, Alabama, whatever. You're coming off a big game with one of those teams. Now you're playing a
1AA school.
Yeah, now you're playing a 1AA, a smaller school. And then the next game, you have a big game again. So you got that sandwich game.
We see Michigan do it against Appalachian State.
Exactly. And it's emotions. And, you know, this is about emotions.
Because that next fight's already been announced with Wilder.
Yeah, right. They're talking about it. So you have that scenario where you could have that mental letdown, no doubt about it. But you also have the part that I touched on earlier, that you're dealing with a guy in Fury who's an entertainer. He likes to clown around, and he might just come there to clown around. You know, I don't know.
If you had to bet, how do you see it playing out specifically? Rounds,
Here you go.
style?
You want this? You're playing to that betting audience. I know. Our man over here telling you, he's directing you. I get it. Look. When I see a guy that behaves like that, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say that Fury, you better earn some of your money, and you better freaking go in there with some seriousness and get him to behave that way. And I'm gonna say that if a guy of the level that we saw him in there with, what was the guy's name?
Stasi.
Gashi, right?
Gashi, sorry.
Gashi.
Sanad Gashi.
Yeah, Gashi. If he could get him to behave that way and to be ready to just capitulate the way he was ready to do, then Fury's supposed to be able to do that. So I'm going to say that somewhere, really. I mean, we wouldn't laugh because we don't want to laugh because that looks serious.
Very.
But it wasn't serious.
No,
that's
it's
the
an
only
act.
reason we're laughing.
He's pretending he's hurt.
Yeah, he's making believe he's hurt. Because we know what he did. We know the scenario. We know what was real, what played out. So otherwise, we'd never laugh about something like that. At the end of the day, I'm going to say that because of the knowledge of that we've now given to the audience, I would have to say that Fury can get him to that kind of place of thinking and behaving the way that a fighter should never behave, and get him to break down in, I'd say, 4 or 5 rounds. 4 or 5 rounds. I mean, again, if Fury decides that he wants to play games and he wants to, put his hands behind his back and do this, and well, then obviously those are rounds that he's going to allow the guy to survive.
Yeah.
But if he comes there to say, I'm here to show I'm one of the best heavyweights in the world in light of what's going on in the heavyweight division, with everything being turned upside down with the upset of Ruiz over Joshua, and I want to show that I'm the best guy out there. If he comes with that attitude, then I'm going to say I can't see him going more than 4 or 5.
I agree. Schwarz, for the record, is 24-0, but he only has 16 knockouts, and he's a big dude, 6'5.5". obviously a heavyweight in the heavyweight division, but to only have 16 of
Now
them.
watch Fury do this and then get hit on the chin, and you know,
Stranger things have happened.
yeah. Like either way, I'm gonna be okay with the Christmas card situation. Either way, I don't have to worry about that.